Good morning, traders. This is Chris from Elite Currency with a new video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. We had big moves to the upside. Let's take a look. Now, especially the pound dollar made a huge move to the upside, but even the euro dollar showing some bullishness here after a bearish breakout. So we're seeing a continuation of this choppy and corrective pattern. Yet again, quite amazing how the euro dollar is building and continuing with this falling wedge pattern, and it again seems to have bounced off the bottom of that. We didn't get a continuation to the downside. We had a little bit of pullback, but we never got the continuation lower. The weekly candle is bullish. There is some wick at the top, but if you look at the daily, I think that that's not looking good for the bears because yes, we had this bearish candle that gave hope that this was a pullback for more downside, but I think Friday's bullish candle during what I would consider a pretty good NFP for the USD. But despite that, some dominant euro here against the dollar. So pretty bullish candle there, pretty good wick at the bottom. So yeah, it's a puzzle at this moment with regard to the euro dollar in the sense that it's moving up and down so much and so volatile and so choppy. But this particular candle is the fifth candle after good momentum to the upside. To me, this is looking like a pullback for that one more move up, at least to the top of that falling wedge. So quite a dramatic turn of events. First we had a bounce here, then we had a bounce to the downside, which we expected, but then we did get the break rather than another bounce. But that break is not going anywhere so far, and it's really lacking the follow through. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. So far at this moment, I'm expecting more upside. For me to change that view, I would really need to see price probably break below this trend line, maybe break below the 21 EMA, a low, but I think more importantly, we need to see strong momentum, flag, and continuation. Otherwise, for me, it's looking more bullish at this moment. If we see a bull flag at the open of next week, which easily could happen during the Asian session, for instance, and it bounces off of these 21 EMAs, I think it's pretty much set for upside in that case because we got momentum here. We have an ABC correction here. You know, this does look like an ABC correction at least. We've got momentum to the upside again. If we see a flag, I think it's pretty good for looking for upside. We can put a fib from here to here and look for the minus 272 target. And we got a 78.6 fib bounce. Minus 272 target is around 113. That could be the first target. Then we'll have to see how price responds to that top of that falling wedge, basically. Is this just an ABC correction for more downside, or is it going to be another bullish expansion? For me, it's really 50-50. We have to see how price responds at 113, and we'll probably have an update on that by Tuesday or Thursday when we have the new euro dollar and pound dollar videos. Unless price breaks below 111.40-ish, maybe 111.75-ish, that would change things, especially if we see bearish momentum. That would certainly make the euro dollar look more bearish again. But for the moment, back into reversal territory on the euro dollar. Pound dollar, I don't even have to comment. Look at that comet to the upside. In fact, what a rising power here. There's really a lot of momentum in that to push up, and you can see it on the daily candle. This candle is quite substantial, right? From high to low, considering the low volatility before that. The high to low is, one second, I can't get the reading here. Oh, wait, I'll look down below, 111. It is almost 200 pips. Quite a substantial volatile candle for the choppy corrective environment we saw here, basically. So we had a descending wedge. It did break to the downside. We made a pullback, but we never got the bounce back down again, and price is now breaking above the 21 EMA. So pretty sturdy weekly candle as well. So I am expecting a continuation higher on this pound dollar. And the first target could be the head and shoulders level right here. It's not too far, as you can see, 132.25 as well as a resistance round level. Let's put that level right there. So that could be resistance zone, the first target to think about. So from a lower time frame perspective, I think a bull flag and a continuation higher, we should see price continuing with that momentum. We have about only 5 candles not hitting this 21 EMA. So for the moment, if we see price kind of making a correction like that, I think there's a fair chance price will go up and continue up to that 132.50-ish target. And that could be the next key level to keep an eye on, right? If depending on how price responds to that level, if it makes another bull flag, it could continue up to 134, I think would be the next target. All right, if there's a strong reaction here, of course, then all of this could still be head and shoulders. Left shoulder here, head, and right shoulder and that could still be basically an ABC correction, and that could still be a reversal, and we could see some momentum kick back in to push this lower again. All right, so just because we see momentum now doesn't mean that it's an uptrend right away. It could still be this head and shoulders pattern, so it depends. An ABC pattern to the upside. It really depends on how price responds here. If it's a strong momentum down, look for flag continuation. If there's bull flag, I think there's a fair chance of upside. For the moment though, we can put a fib as well on that daily candle, by the way. 23.6 fib, 38.2 fib are very typical corrections. Let's now zoom back to the hourly chart. There we go. So if we get some kind of correction like that, bounce off 23.6 or 38 after a flag, we should see the continuation of this, either wave 3 or wave C, up to that 132.50, and then we'll have to check out how price responds at that level. All right, so pretty short analysis for today, but we'll have an update again on Tuesday, of course, and see how the pound and the euro are doing against the dollar. That's it for now, though, and of course, more free material and free analysis you can find at elitecurrency.com. In any case, wish you good trading and see you in the next video soon. Cheers.